I'm going to click on this one. This is a funny little thread. So I said this ridiculous, I say silly things on Twitter, which no one listens to. But this is a point in time when algorithms started to make up stories to tell each other and themselves. And I mean stories in the sense of, why are we here, right? That's sort of, stories about how to live and exist and so on. Like we talked about for our, the stories are about survival, right? So that sort of thing. And then I got this odd response, me. And that turned out to be from a person who works at Twitter who works on the news and stories part. She's a data scientist there. And kind of went in a funny direction because she brings up LaPlace, who made this observation that it's a big clock. We can predict, if we know everything about now, we'll be able to know everything about the future, which is really bad if your funding is coming from a king who believes in God. That's a bad situation. But it was sort of where they were, right? I mean, it's just, we've figured out this incredible mechanical stuff, and we have these beautiful equations. Anyway, so we went back and forth. Right? Laplace gets universality, there's path dependence, platypus. I don't know, I think she's worried about this. Anyway, so I mean, this chaos blows the whole thing to pieces, right? Because you have deterministic systems. I mean, quantum is definitely a bad situation. It's probabilistic as far as we can tell. Of course, people don't like that. They still think quantum must be right? That there's really determinism underneath and it just looks probabilistic. But even if that's true, it is what it is. And then we have this thing. Anyway, but it's interesting. Maybe some of you have ideas. She wants woke book recommendations. So if you have woke book recommendations about this. So one of the people in the Complex Systems Center, because we're kind of growing and kind of putting our octopus arms out properly again, is Randall Harp, who's in philosophy here, and he's a ethics professor. And he and a couple of colleagues, including Sam Scarpino, who's now at Northeastern but was here, have a new blog called Woke Data. So, have you seen that? Or you like that?
No, I'm just reacting.
My thing is, I think you need woke stuff, right? You need just that extra level, and then we're solid. Anyway, but good time to be talking about ethics in data science because of bad things. But so if you know of anything, you can tell me. I want to point this out to you later on too, because I think you'd like that.